Penguinton here. There's a pattern emerging recently where things were introduced as temporary, yet never really went away. I started to notice just how many settled in and started behaving like they'd always been there. Temporary changes are usually easy to accept first. They arrive with a promise. And this is just for now. It will pass. There is an implied endpoint, which makes the inconvenience feel manageable. You adjust, you wait, and you assume things will eventually return to normal. The trouble starts once the changes become familiar. The temporary version keeps running. The language softens. The urgency fades. What was once described as a short-term measure slowly becomes the default way things work, without any clear moment where that shift is acknowledged. At that point, undoing the change quietly falls off the agenda. Reversal takes effort. It requires attention, coordination, and usually pressure from people who are already tired of asking. Keeping the change, on the other hand, requires nothing at all. The system just continues. That imbalance matters. Temporary measures tend to stick not because they're ideal, but because inertia is powerful, and expiration dates are easy to forget once no one is actively tracking them. Some people respond by paying closer attention to language around timelines, noticing whether an endpoint is actually stated, or whether temporary is doing a lot of vague, reassuring work without much commitment behind it. Others choose alternatives that never adopt the temporary version in the first place, simply to avoid the cycle entirely. When something temporary has no clear end, it stops being temporary. It becomes a rebrand. Bye for now.